is ARC Seattle.
We know how critical the need for blood is in our state right now. One local church is making an effort to help with that cause. So earlier this month, 100 Church of God volunteers saved 165 lives through blood donations. Preston Phillips talked to Jennifer Goebel with the Church of God about that life-saving blood drive.
Well, Jennifer, thanks so much for joining us here on ARC Seattle tonight. So this was a pretty special event for you guys. How was the turnout? How did things go?
Yeah, it turned out really well. We had about 100 volunteers come. Even some of our neighbors around the block and down the street were able to join. Many of the volunteers were actually first-time donors, which is a really big success because a lot of people, it's a little scary to do it for the first time, but they were excited to do it, and they said it wasn't as bad as they thought, and they would like to do it again. So it was a great event.
So we talk about donating blood. You guys work with Bloodworks Northwest, who we've talked with many times in the past. It's always this urgent push to get blood because you never can have enough on hand, and you always need fresh blood, and you always need enough to take care of a situation if something traumatic were to take place involving a lot of people. So you want to have that blood on hand. So I know it's a difficult push, and there's always that constant push to try to get people in to donate. But you guys did this in somewhat of a different way. This was your church doing this along with Bloodworks Northwest. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we hosted it at our location. So they sent someone out to kind of survey our building to see if it will work for them, and it worked out. And so they just brought in their beds and brought in all their things. And we had also like a face painting and a photo booth. We laid out quite a extravagant snack bar, and the Bloodworks Northwest people were so happy about that as well. They even got some of their face painted. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right? We saw some bumblebees and some Hello Kitties. This is actually our 1,479th blood drive in our church, which is worldwide. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
yeah, there's been many of them.
So why now? What was the importance? Why did you guys decide to do this now?
Yeah, so we just, we believe that not only the Bible says there is God the Father, but also God our mother. So just like a mother takes care and comforts her babies, we also like to kind of share the love with the world that feels a little bit hopeless sometimes. So whether it's a blood drive or a street cleanup or a food bank or whatever it is, all throughout the world in our 8,000 locations in 175 countries, actually our Church of God is always finding ways to share love with the people of the world.
Well, it's a huge deal because, like I was mentioning, Bloodworks Northwest is always trying to push for blood, or whether it's them or the Red Cross or anybody that's just saying, hey, we need to have blood on hand. I'm sure they were happy to partner with you guys in looking down the road. Hopefully more events can take place so you could do that again.
Right. Yeah, we did one. Actually, I just remembered maybe a year or two back, but we had to go to their location. So whether it was our church in Everett or our church in Yakima or in Bellevue, we just found the location and our members went to their facilities. But this was a little different because we invited them to us. So.
And you can also promote it through your church. You can have people come in, so it makes it a little easier for people to show up.
For sure, yes.
Plus, you can make them feel guilty if they don't, because you can see them on Sunday or Saturday, whenever you guys go to church.
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. All right. Well, it sounds like a great program. I'm glad you guys got people out there. The need is great for blood across the Pacific Northwest, really everywhere. But it's nice to get people out there and donate blood. I know, Bloodworks Northwest was very happy about that, and I know it put smiles on their faces. And I know it probably also feels good to give blood, knowing that you've given back to someone and you're helping someone even though you can't see them.